Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning to everybody out there, man. I hope everybody is doing well. Another unexpected live. However, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Um, y'all see the title of the video. We're gonna definitely get into that in a minute. You feel me? But let me go into my spiel. You feel me? Now look, these ain't gang related stories, prison stories, street stories or none of that stuff. You know what I mean? These are lived experiences. Point blank period. You feel me? Now, the reason why I put that disclaimer out there right now is because of the title of the video, in which this is something that took place probably like months back, right? However, the person that this video is involved in, well, this situation is involved in, I still see all the time. You feel me? So it's always a trip. It's always interesting seeing this guy, right? Because a situation had occurred on the yard that involved one of my homeboys and a blood. You feel me? And we had the situation pretty much under control, right? However, it was outside influences that always come put their 2 cents in on whatever the situation is going on, when really they don't have nothing to do with nothing. You feel me? But they always manage to get up in there and disrupt or try to attempt to disrupt a situation to further the drama. So this what was going on in this situation, right? So anyway, it gets handled. Everything is good, lovely, fine. I holler at who I needed to holler at, and everything was good. Now I always tell y'all that I have a pretty good established relationship with quite a few different bloods, and I believe that the respect is mutual, between me and a lot of them. You feel me? So I don't walk around tensed up in prison on a prison yard when these guys are around me or any of that stuff, right? But you do have those that be trying to be on that timing. You feel me? And I remember this situation, like I said, occurring between one of my homies and one of the Bloods, which was a complete misunderstanding. These guys messed with each other all the time, as well as me and a whole bunch of my other homies. We messed with a lot of these dudes. So there was never no tense moments or situations between us and them. However, other people jumped out there and tried to make the situation bigger than what it was. Now I remember after this being taken care of. What's up, J Dub? I see you, Brody. Shout out to you. Much love for joining the live chat. You feel me? Salute to you. But I remember after this situation being taken care of, right? What's up, Wizard? I see you, Brody. Shout out to you. Much love. Sending love to you as well as all the great people in Australia. You feel me? But anyway, after the situation get taken care of, you know what I mean? I remember going out to the yard and I see about 8 bloods that I knew it was 8 of them, probably 8 or 9 of them standing over in this group. And I knew almost all of them except one dude, right? So me and my homies, whoever I was with at that time, we make our way over there to greet these dudes, right? Handshakes, that, and with all of them, right? And the greeting is mutual, back and forth, right? Like I said, we had wonderful relationships with these guys, but it was one dude, like I said, out of the whole 8 or 9 that was standing over in this particular little group that we was greeting. This one dude, right? He's standing off to the side, and bro is now he see me greeting all these people. Now I'm the type of person, I'm gonna greet everybody just because I don't know you, and I did not know this guy. I didn't know the gentleman, right? But just because I don't know you, don't mean I'm not going to greet you. If you standing over here in this group with everybody I'm over here greeting, I'm not going to greet them. And you standing in the oddball out, and I'm not greet you. So after I greet all of these dudes, you feel me? Then I get to him, and when I stick my hand out to shake his hand, he give me like a side like this, right? So I'm like, I look at him like, huh? Now, what was going on there was, like I said, you do have certain people that be trying to be on that timing, right? But with this particular guy now, like I said, I didn't know him, but one of my young homies knew this dude. You feel me? And I remember, like, after that situation, the handshake situation happening, me always like, now you on my radar, right? You on my radar. It's the smallest things like that that will put somebody on your radar, and because it's like unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? If you see the back and forth between me and all your homeboys, these was all Denver Lane bloods, PDL bloods, right? These are considered to be the major ops to my community, right? Especially the PDLs, right? However, like I said, I see these dudes on a daily basis. So I have established relationships with these guys. There's no tenseness there between me or any of the other ones that was there or around at that time. However, this one guy that I didn't know, he wasn't near that long, and he wasn't in our building, right? So while he's standing there, unfamiliar with me and me unfamiliar with him, still his big dog is right here. His big dog, one of the main dudes of their establishment, just greeted me with open arms, and me him. So if this is cool with this dude and all his other little foot soldiers that was around him at that time, who was you to not fall in suit with the rest? Because all mines ain't gonna act like that. Period. So anyway, like I said, that kind of like put him on my radar. So every time I seen the dude, it was like, okay, like you like fake on that timing. But my young homie is the one that told me who this guy was. Come to find out, yeah, he was from Pasadena, blood, right? And just so happened, this was supposedly one of the main guys, one of the main characters that sparked up like a certain situation between my community and their community. He was one of the main players in this situation going awry. So after being told that, all this made sense. He's like, yeah, man, this dude is the one of the main dudes and this and that. And we ran the whole get down to me, ran the whole play down to me. So I was like, oh, okay. And he also told me, he was like, I was in the other prison with this fool, with that same dude. Now, mind you, this dude is he probably my height, probably a tad bit taller, like he probably like 6'3" and a half, right? Weighed probably a good 235, 240. He's not a small dude, right? So what that day when I'm shaking all their hand, he's standing there like kind of standoffish. And when he threw me like the this, I'm like, oh, and he's standing like with his chest out, like I'm like, this dude, like he got to know where I'm from, and for him to come off like that is whack. You know what I'm saying? So that's what alerted all my bills in my head on this guy. You feel me? But he's still around me to this day. I see him every day. Of course, there has been no conversation between him and I, no attempted greetings or none of that. You just have those type of people that be on that timing. And that don't come from me. What's up, Beach Boy? I see you, Brody. Sending love to you as always. Thank you for tapping in, man. I'm glad you was able to make the live. I know how busy you be. I know how busy a lot of you guys be, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in, though, taking the time out to join me and Miss Golden. I'm gonna wrap this little story up. This is something that took place like a few months back, and I was thinking about it because I just seen the guy, and I always laugh about it because as humble as I try to be, you always have those type of people that's around that, just want to be extra out for no reason. You know what I'm saying? When the environment is completely like, you know, not on that type of timing. You know what I'm saying? Period. But I mean, hey, you have people that will oblige that, if that's what you want, trust and believe. You feel me? But yeah, we got the beautiful Miss Golden in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we was able to catch up to her. She's in traffic. You know, she's out in traffic with Daughter Bear. Daughter Bear's in the back there doing her giving Miss Golden a run for her money for the day. You know what I'm saying? But how you doing, Miss Golden?
I'm blessed. I'm chilling.
That's what's up. Kev Dog, I see you, man. Northside Long Beach's finest, the OG. Sending love to you, homeboy. The folk on the blocks. You feel me? Shout out to everybody, man, that's hopping in the chat, man. We are blessed and happy to be here to be able to pull up on y'all to do these lives, man. Y'all just don't know. And it's gonna be more of it. I promise you. Don't but we are not abandoning our 5:25 p.m. slot on the video drop, So when I got the downtime, when I'm not doing these lives, or I might just pull a double shift. Y'all never know with me, man. Now that I'm able to do a little bit more than I was, thankfully. You feel me? But Miss Golden, what's happening? How you feeling?
No,
Tell
I'm
us the
just,
latest.
well, as everyone knows, I'm gonna be starting the golden hour. So I just been brainstorming a lot. I'm ready to I'm gonna try to put a show out on Sunday. So yeah.
Okay, okay.
But
Can you
see,
tell
like
us?
right now, I was trying to walk, and you were saying I like the robotic thing. So I don't know if it's your phone or mine, but I'm gonna be walking the trail doing it. So you think that I should do it? You think it'd be robotic?
Yeah. Hey, look, you can get out and walk around right now, right? It might just be with me. It might not start tripping like that to the rest of the viewers. I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to see you out and about doing your thing. That's what your show gonna be about anyway. So yeah, get out the car right now to try to walk around. Don't
Are
let
you
me
sure?
discourage you. Yeah, don't let me discourage you.
No,
Hey,
because that's
hey,
not gonna be
the
fair to
golden
you.
the golden hour is all you, and you're gonna have the whole. Let me explain this to the roundtable family. When she do the golden hour, that's not a new channel. That's not a new show. That's just a segment
You
that
wanna
she's
walk,
gonna
Mama?
be pushing and putting out through the Swing Low podcast right here through this channel. So her show is gonna be popping up right here on this channel, man. So when y'all see Miss Golden do her thing, all of us is gonna be right there supporting you,
Just
because I know you finna bring some good stuff to the game, man.
try. Okay, so
Look, they
I'm
showing
having
you
walk.
love in the chat right now. Shout out to Wizard.
Hey, Wizard. Thank you. It's good to be back. Um. Okay, I'm gonna walk. If it's robotic, tell me. Okay. But so I was thinking for like my first show, I want to talk about like depression and mental health. So like basically, people are who are in relationships with someone who suffers from that, and the toll that it may take on the relationship, and like what can we do and stuff so yeah, I want to do something like that. So I've been like brainstorming though and stuff, so we'll see what I come up with. I'm like nervous, but I'm excited.
Hey, and you know what? I always tell you, right? I always tell you that you got too much experience under your belt to be nervous, right? However, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm always nervous before every show, before I record every video, any of that. I am always nervous. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. But once I start and everything kick in, then that nervousness go away, and my experience from doing it kicks in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll get the hang of it like I am with you on the round table. So yeah. But
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
But I have a question. So I was like, remember last time we were supposed to do the show about money? Like, money really the root of all evil? And I was like, had a thought like, should kids pay their parents back? Like if they're in need and they're going through stuff, and their parents have it or a parent has it, should they, like, if they have to borrow from them, should they have to pay it back?
Okay, I'm gonna give you my answer to that, and y'all out there, man, y'all feel free to jump in the chat and add y'all comment to this question that she's asking as well. But as far as I'm concerned, right, I'm the type of guy that was pretty much brought up to make sure that my family was straight. So I was always given without even having to be asked.
Yes, because I'm
You
a
know,
giver. So yeah, I don't understand.
yeah, understanding like what my family dynamic is in a household. If I see that my mom's is in struggle or in need of anything, I'm gonna go all out to make sure that I can assist her
Hmm.
in whatever way that I can. She's not gonna
Yeah,
have to ask me. If I see it off the top, I'm attacking that,
yeah,
you know. But if I got money in my pocket and I know that she needed it without a doubt, I'm saying that's a no-brainer.
yeah,
But how
yeah.
y'all feel in the chat, man, about
I,
that,
I
man?
think the same. I think the same thing. Like I wouldn't want. I wouldn't have my kids pay me back. You know, even if like they had a job and they needed it at that time, I would just help them. Like you know. So
Yeah. Hey, you gotta remember, like in this day and age, right? You have a lot of these young people, man, that feel self-entitled and they feel like everything should be given to them and they give very little back in return.
yeah.
You know, I can't necessarily place all that blame, that way of
But what if
thinking.
a parent's like that? Like, what if you have to pay your parent back and your parent is actually supposed to be there to help? You know, like every little thing you have to pay your parent back. Like, what do you think about that?
What you mean?
Like, say you had a broad from your parent, you just needed your parents' help, and they're like, okay, yeah, well, I'll give you this, but you have to pay me back. And they're always like, every time you need their help, you have to pay it back.
Well, I mean, is that the type of relationship that they have established? If they had that type of relationship established where you go get something from your parent with the understanding that you gotta give it back to them, if that's already established, then it shouldn't be a problem with you doing that.
Do you think parents should be like that?
Me personally, no,
I don't think so either.
no. And Wizard said, "Nah, I don't expect my son to pay back." And J Dub said, "Sounds like a white parent." Laugh out loud. Hey, hey, Jada, wait, well, Wizard, hey, you feel exactly the way that I do, Wizard, you know. But again, it's all about how what the parent and the kid have established, you know, within their relationship when it comes to finances. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Finances, man,
everybody's different.
destroy a lot of relationships
No,
and
they marriages and all. Yes, I agree.
kids, family are the worst. When it comes
Hmm.
to family, it's the absolute worst, man. Um,
Yes, I agree.
hey, because they feel like, hold up, we got some more comments. Can you see these comments,
Yes.
Miss Ability?
So, um, having kids is a responsibility, and they don't owe us nothing except going to school and making something of themselves. Straight up. Wizard. Okay. If my Beach Boy said, if my kids need me as a father, I got them no matter what. But it also depends on what the kid has going on. I'm not supporting no habits. That's true. That part. And then
Yeah,
Big Kevin Dog said the other one about having kids is a responsibility and they don't owe us nothing except going to school. So
good answers right there, man.
yes,
All the
I
answers
agree.
there. Hey, there's if y'all parents out there, there's no wrong answer to this. All of y'all just gave very critical and unique answers to this situation. You feel
Hmm.
me? So I appreciate y'all throwing them comments up in there like that, man. That is true. And like I said, I was brought up to make sure I was the oldest dude. I was the oldest person out of all my brothers and sisters. My mom's got 8 kids. So I seen the struggle. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
also seen the pride that my mom's had. She had a great deal of pride, you know. So
Later.
I had to get out there
I'm not sure
without
right now.
question,
Later.
without doubt, do what I needed to do to assist and help her without even being asked. And I never regretted it, and I never will regret it to this day. That was just a given. Your camera's down, Miss Golden.
Yeah, because this next time I can't do the show with my daughter's with me. I'm sorry, because she keeps harassing me right now, y'all. Sorry. Too much.
Uh,
Okay, so this is unexpected.
Can you tell her that if she can buy, because the card is in the car, but like also tell her to go, tell her to go get it real quick so she can buy. I want to buy something for my dad.
She's telling you to tell me to go in the car and get the card because she wants to buy something for her grandma. No, mommy, because I have to go back to work. I'm doing the show right now. This is a
tell,
nightmare, love.
tell Daughter Bear I said I hear her,
What's
and
that?
tell her that
Okay.
whatever she want, she get today. But tell her she got to listen to mama.
He said you can get it, but you have to listen to me right now. And the answer is no because I have to get back to work and I'm doing the show. We'll come later because we're coming back down here. Okay? Hello. Okay, go ahead. I'm so sorry. That's what I'm saying, love. I can't deal with her. Can't.
Hey, you know she running the show.
What
Hey,
time do
to
you
the
guys
round
close?
table, to the round table family,
Yeah,
that
we'll
was
come
our
back right after
daughter
work.
there. She run the show. She run everything. Like I told you, she has this
Never
woman
again. Thank you.
going constantly. I promise
Never
you.
again. I'm doing the
Hey,
show with her ever.
hey. Oh,
And
what?
yes,
So
she should be in school, but she said her summer maternity. See?
she is gonna have her, whether she knew it or not, whether you knew it or not, she gonna have her own little segment too. You feel me? As hey, and what I can tell the roundtable family when it comes to Daughter Bear, she has. Matter of fact, I put a couple of short videos in the shorts. Y'all go check them out with her and Miss Golden. You know, give us some commentary about one of the hunted hospitals out there where they at. You feel me? And hopefully we can get some more good footage. You know, of her and Daughter Bear out there, you know, doing their thing, in which we will. Like I said, Miss Golden, she gonna be doing her thing when she pop up on here, man. Eddie boy,
Okay, so
what's up, bro?
where's up? Okay. So what do you think? What do y'all think about the Hantavirus virus or whatever that is?
The hantavirus.
I heard something now. They're trying to say something about it could like be in sperm up to like I think 6 weeks or something. Like I think it's fake. I think they're planning it like they did COVID.
That exactly, exactly. What's up, Eddie boy? I see you, bro. I appreciate you tapping in on the chat.
Wait, is
You
that
feel
the one
me?
that you did the show with last night?
Yeah. We did a show on the Making of a Man TV last night. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check that out, man. It had to do with the 50-50 yards and the
That was a
SOI
good
and all that
show.
stuff.
So yeah, y'all go check
It
that
was
out. That was a really good show.
very good show, very good show, for real, for real. Shout out to Eddie Boy too, man.
So
But
what do you
as
think
far
about
as
it?
the Hunter virus, I look at it exactly like how when the coronavirus popped out. Didn't when that first came out, I could be wrong, but didn't that start on the ship too?
Yep.
And
Yep.
they had the people docked out in the water forever, and then next thing you know, we was all exposed to it, and the world had to go on lockdown. The same thing, right? And they
Yep.
was
Exact
even
same
saying
thing.
back then that they had it controlled and contained, and next thing you know, we was in a cold, lockdown situation.
Yeah. So
But
I think
yeah,
they're
man,
planning it.
yeah, I mean, by them 1 minute saying that they had it contained and that it wasn't airborne and that uh, uh, You know, people wouldn't be exposed to it unless you had intimate contact with somebody that already had it and all this and that. Now to it being more people that then caught it all around, especially out here in America. But think about this, when they were sending those people back that was already contaminated with it, they was letting them get on airplanes and boats and all this, right? And then turning around lying, saying that people couldn't catch it through just the air. And now you got more and more people that got it. You feel me? J-Dub say, hey, Creek, did they make you guys get the yeah, bro, and oh my God. See, now back then, they was threatening us. They was telling us that if we didn't take the coronavirus back then, that they was going to take our visits, that we wouldn't be able to see our family, that we wouldn't have nothing coming, right? So I swear to God, it's crazy that we're talking about this and that you just asked that question because I just found my coronavirus card from when I took that vaccine back then, right? And the cold thing about it, when they threatened us so much, we all finally said F it and took it because we all wanted our visits. We all wanted, you know, our privileges. We didn't want everything taken like they was threatening to do. So after we take it, they tell me they come like a week later with the flu virus, with the influenza shots. And the one doctor tell me, oh, don't take nothing else after you take the coronavirus. You know, don't take nothing else for at least a month, right? Then when they come around with the influenza shots, they telling me, all the nurses, oh, you can take it. I said, I just took the coronavirus shot like almost a week ago. And the doctor told me not to take nothing else. And they go, oh, you can take it. You can take it. You're going to be exposed to this and that and blah, blah, blah. Everybody don't always recover when they catch this. So they were shooting all kind of BS at us, man. And come to find out after going through all that it was illegal for one, for them to threaten us to take the coronavirus. And the cold thing about it, people had already caught it in the prisons before it was nationally exposed. But people didn't know what the illness was. I promise you, a number of my homies was getting sick back to back,
Yeah,
right?
call and
And
ask
they didn't
them.
know why. They didn't know why. They didn't know what it was, and was just chunking it up as like the common flu, right? But they was quarantining these dudes because the outside world, they knew what it was. We just didn't know. So they was quarantining dudes, man, for weeks, up on it, up on weeks, right? Making everybody take these shots. We took the shots. Come to find out, like a couple of years after that, one of my kidneys ended up shrinking. Right now, I don't know nothing about this until I go to the doctor for something. As a matter of fact, I had a hernia. Right, I developed a hernia, so I'm going to the doctor to get that taken care of. And in the midst of them taking care of the hernia, they put me in I told this story too on my show already, right? But they put me inside that machine, that round thing where they make you lay in it and they push your body up in it, and you have like your arms hanging out the machine, right? And your head hanging out. And they do the full X-ray scan over your whole body, right? That's what they did to me. And that's how they found out that one of my kidneys mysteriously out of nowhere shrunk.
Mm.
So
It's probably
instantly,
from that COVID shot.
that's what I'm saying.
When I had to get mine, my arm felt like it was gonna fall off. Like I should have never got it. A lot of us shouldn't have.
They was using us as guinea pigs.
Yes,
We
they
didn't
were.
realize it. And then it if you thinking back on it now, it's like, how could y'all have been so stupid? But you had
Exactly.
Donald Trump on the news telling people to inject themselves with bleach. And here it is. They
Oh
didn't
my
know what
God.
this pandemic was. They didn't know how to combat against it. And you got this idiot telling people
Mm-hmm.
to inject themselves with bleach. And people are
That's
like, oh, well,
crazy.
have you tried
He
that? Well,
probably did. That's why he's dying now and getting these little needle things in his arm all the time. His hand. For real.
Wizard said the pandemic. You called that right on the money, Wizard. The pandemic. That's exactly what it was, man. You feel me? And I just hate that I was one of the many used as a guinea pig inside the prison system to, we was threatened to take the shot, and then you have side effects like, so when I tell these people, because they be trying to call me to take all kind of stuff, and I have to tell them like, look, no,
Always
and this is why,
decline. No. Yeah.
right? And the last time
Exactly.
they called me in there to take something, the same nurse who she tried to get you, she gonna keep calling, keep trying her hand, right? So I tell her my reasoning. She get mad because I keep refusing, right? So I tell her my reasoning why. So this lady went as far as almost breaking down in full tears, sitting right here but in front of me. It's just me and her sitting inside her office, and she almost
Mm-hmm.
break down in tears and uncontrollable sobs, right?
All right, I'm on
And
the
telling
show right
me
now, mommy. Can you stop it?
how after
I
her
don't
mother
know. We'll
took
talk. I
the
can we do
the
this
the
another day? Why are you doing it
coronavirus
today?
shot, right? That she ended up passing away, right? So I'm like, you sit here and you tell me this horrible story about your mother taking that shot and passing away from it, but you are trying to convince me after I already told you
Oh, look
my
at you.
kidney shrunk. I would have never found that out had I not went in for something else, right?
I know, so I'm kind of glad you did. Yeah.
You remember when I was going through all that, right, Golden?
Yeah, I remember.
So
Yep.
yeah, man, it's scandalous, man. Being in prison and having an illness or having to deal with, any
And you
type of
have to
medical
get
issue.
surgery, handcuffed. Like, that's horrible too.
Oh yeah, now what she's describing to y'all is when I was taken out to the hospital to get the surgery for the hernia, right? How they have you. If you're in prison and they take you
That's
out to an
horrible.
outside hospital, they
You're
take you to a
an
real hospital that's in one of the near communities, right? But when they take you, they handcuff you. I'm inside the hospital, laid in the hospital bed, handcuffed to the to the bed, right? They make me switch out my clothes. I got the hospital gown on and all that. Laid in the bed, and they handcuffed me back. And then once I switched my clothes out to the hospital gown, then they handcuffed me back to the bed. So I remember being in there, laying in that bed, in which one of the nurses that was in there ended up having to shave my private area, right? While the two men, correctional officers, stood there looking on as she did this, right? And then even more came because you have different prisons that bring inmates from different prisons to the same hospital. So then you got their buddies that come stand around and they looking while all this is going on, right? So bam, I remember once it was time for me to get my surgery, them wheeling me through the hallway. I'm laid in the bed, handcuffed, right? And is probably like 6 COs. You know what I'm saying? 3 walking on each side, plus the guy
Six and
with
six take six. Act like you're a serial killer. Six, really?
yeah, I felt like I was in what was that movie?
I don't like how they did you. That pissed me off.
What was that movie? Green Mile, right? I feel like I was in,
Yeah.
in the Green Mile, right? But I remember them pushing me through the hallway, and all these COs on each side of the bed that they pushing me in, plus the doctors that's going to operate on me. So they pushing me through these hallways, and finally they take me to this big old surgery room with a big light in the middle of it, right? So they wheel me in the middle of that surgery room under the big light.
Oh, you go.
And I remember laying there, and I remember something my brother had told me because he had the same surgery. If any of y'all ever had hernia surgery, then y'all know. But I remember him telling me
Oh, I
like
don't
that
want to
when you
go.
get it done,
We're not buying
once
nothing. I
they
don't want to
gonna
go.
put you to sleep. Once you go to
It's
sleep
on that mall.
and wake up, you're gonna think that you ain't even got the surgery done because it's gonna feel like you just closed your eyes for a second. And once
That's
they put the thing
crazy.
on, I remember the doctor telling me like just breathe. That was the last thing I
Mhm.
remember. And I was out when I woke up. I was in recovery, and the nurse lady was tucking me in, and I felt the sharp pain down in my groin area, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm looking around, I'm like, they did it already? That's crazy, right?
Dang. I wish I could have been there though.
I wish you could have too. I wish you could have been the
I was
one
so
tucking me
sad.
in.
I know, me too. And shaved you now. Let me
We're gonna keep it
stop.
PG. But anyway,
My bad.
but yeah, that was a crazy experience, man, because I had never had a surgery to the point where I had to be put to sleep like that. So, they give you the drug, the same drug that Michael Jackson um was taking and ended up getting addicted to and unfortunately losing his life to, the propofol.
And you had
That's
to
what
take
they
it?
yeah, that's what they put you to sleep with,
Mm.
right? And look, I swear, once I woke up and once I woke up, I felt cool. I didn't feel all groggy and nothing like that, right? But when I got back to the prison, I got back to my cell, and I remember talking to one of my homies about it. And then after I talked to him about it, I ended up throwing up
Ooh.
profusely,
Hmm.
right? That was that drug. That was that propofol.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Hmm.
Yeah, man. But that was a crazy time.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy time. Well, what y'all got going on in the chat, man? How everybody doing out
What
there,
y'all
man?
doing
What y'all
this
got going?
Friday on this happy Friday? What y'all doing
As y'all
today?
can
What y'all got
see,
going today?
as y'all can see, Miss Golden is out and about in traffic. She's giving us a different scenery. Let us see your surrounding, beautiful woman.
I'm downtown. Oh, I don't really say my
Oh,
thing.
don't
Downtown.
yeah, you ain't got to tell everybody else.
Downtown. Berkeley. I'm downtown Berkeley. Anyway, so this is where like we always hang out. They have quinceañeras like dresses and stuff. And so they actually have the baseball stadium, which this is I can't no more love. I promise you I can't have it around. Anyways, they have a baseball stadium like right here. So we'll be actually down here later. We're gonna go to the baseball game. They're having Star Wars night. And actually this is the biggest building. They have a rooftop bar and they have lofts here. Like they are remember I told you they're beautiful. I would love to have a loft. And this is the building. And up there's a rooftop. See those lofts up there's a rooftop bar.
Oh
They have like a
yeah,
little thing. Yeah, really beautiful. Then they
that
have
looks
like a chicken
nice.
shack. Yeah, it's nice. You can live up there and they have a rooftop bar. So yeah, they're trying to hook the little area up. But yeah, this is
How
like
much do it
where I
cost to get
spend
one of
like
those logs?
I was telling you, you said they're expensive. They're probably like 1,000. I want one though. They're nice. They advertised them one day. Went on Instagram. I was like, oh yeah. Remember I told you I wanted one.
Yeah, you did, right? And they have depending on the location of where those lofts be at, and depending on how big, because some of them be big as hell.
Yeah, the ones that they were advertising were there are so nice. They have a garage, of course, the elevator. But yeah, this is the building right there. Rooftop bar.
Oh
Beautiful.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So
That's nice.
yeah, this
That's
is
a
where I
nice
spend
outside.
like 80% of my time. We're always like walking down here or eating. They have a tea place. So yeah, I got tea earlier and a sandwich. It's like windy, something just got in my eye, but yeah. But
Okay.
headed back to work right
Kev
now.
Dog
Our
said,
savior.
Stop.
Kev
This
Dog
little
said, what's up to you, Miss Golden?
love, I want to get off because she's like really upsetting me. Hello, Kev Dog. Thank you. No, we're finna go
All right,
left right
hey,
now.
hey,
She's not letting me show stuff. She's saying like she's making a big deal. Like basically the people are gonna get mad. Like she's tripping.
all right, it's good. I know you got to get ready to go
So
anyway.
Raya, can you get away from me, please? This is horrible
Hey,
on the show. I have to be arguing with my daughter.
hey,
Well,
I know
this
you
is a
got.
lesson though.
I know you got to get ready to go anyway. So I'm gonna get ready to
I'm
end this.
sorry, y'all. This is definitely the other side I want y'all to see. But this is what I deal with every single day with this my daughter of mine. She just thinks she's grown. She tries to tell me what to do. She don't care what I got going. She's very disrespectful, but she wants the whole world. Though I don't understand how that works. But anyways, y'all enjoy your Friday.
Hey, hey,
Definitely share this
roundtable
video.
family, roundtable family, y'all just be ready because she's giving you a preview on what the golden hour is going to be. Her and
Y'all
daughter
enjoy y'all Friday. Don't continue
definitely
to
testing.
hit those push play on all the videos. Go share them. Until the next time, peace and blessings. I'm ready to go.
All right,
I'm so
hey, we
embarrassed.
love you, Miss Golden. We love you. You take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be hitting you
You
up in a
too.
minute. All right, I'll
Okay.
let
All right. Bye, y'all.
you. All right, y'all. Yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, showing me and the beautiful Miss Golden some love. Oh yeah, for sure, Big Kev dog. Yeah, we might end up getting another live in a little bit later, man. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm able to do it, I got a couple of people I need to reach out to, fulfill a couple of more obligations, you know, that I signed up for. Excuse me, y'all. But definitely fulfill those obligations, that I already had in motion. Now I'm able to do a little bit more. Why not get that stuff out the way right now while I can, man? You feel me? It's all going to a worthy cause, building the platform up, staying in touch with the people, of course, getting the love, showing the love, to everybody as usual. We ain't doing no changing over here at all. For sure, Kev dog, man. Hey man, I appreciate you. Hey, the homie Sight told me to tell you what's up too, bro. He was telling me about a picture. I think he got a picture of you or something that he wanted me to see. So I haven't seen it yet, but I should be seeing bro today. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the Four Corner Blocks, Northside, Long Beach. Shout out to all of Long Beach, all the homies out there. But yeah, man. Oh, hey, Wizard, if you still tapped in on the live, man, let Biff know. When he's ready to do that, I'm ready. I got you, Kev, dog. I got you, Brody. North, north. Oh, okay, all right, Wizard. Well, I hit you up. I hit you up on Instagram, Wizard. I'll let you know everything. Real for real. But y'all got anything that y'all want to jump in the chat and say before I get up out of here, man? Go ahead and put it right now. Might get another live in a little bit later if time permits. Like I said, I have a few obligations that I definitely got to fulfill. Feel me? But I hope everybody, man, is being safe out there, doing your thing, living within your blessing, definitely being a blessing to the people that's in your life that mean anything to you, man. You feel me? That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And allowing the people in your life to know that they are a blessing. Let them know what they mean to you, why you can, why you're able to, because tomorrow is not promised to any of us, unfortunately. Time-wise, a lot of us is on the decline. Clock is ticking. You feel me? And while we are able to, you know, correct some things that may need to be corrected, why not utilize this time to do so? You know what I'm saying? Paint a more positive narrative, on what he say? What you think about Chill boxing that dude Gunner? Haha. I think that Chill is gonna beat the brakes off of bro. In all honesty, You feel me? That's my humble opinion about that, right? Because Chill is a very he has the right name. However, you know, some people can take that to be, you know, something of what it ain't. You can't underestimate nobody. You feel me? Just because you see a dude wearing these glasses and you know, he has a education to where enough education to where he can articulate himself, right? Don't underestimate that, man, because you have dudes that will beat you, that will seriously beat you out your shoes. You feel me? And if you have somebody that's actually in pursuit of, like, look, man, let's do this. That's should be a warning to the person that's getting called out. That should be a warning to you, bro. You playing with the wrong one. Everybody on YouTube is not to be played with. You know what I mean? And if it's to the point of us not being able to resolve our differences like men, through communication, where we're not talking over each other, where we're not calling each other a whole bunch of B's and all this and that, like we're talking like men, you know, respectfully, where I'm able to sit and listen to you speak your piece and you listen to me speak my piece, and you know, we leave it there. You have some dudes that's horrible at communicating on any level, horrible, and that gets a lot of people in a lot of trouble. And unfortunately, the guy Gunner is more of a talker. He's a very good talker, a professional talker, and I believe he's a better talker than he is a fighter. People that usually try to shoot slights at people and disrespect typically can't fight. That's just been my experience with loudmouths, people that would go and pursue beef with somebody for absolutely zero reason. Chill done nothing to him or to Gunner or the other dude. He done nothing to as far as I'm concerned. He was cool with them. He didn't have to be cool with them people, but he was cool with them. And for whatever reason, they disrespected bro. So I can understand it getting to the point of, look, man, y'all can talk all you want, but I'm ready to take it to this level, and this is where I stand with that. And I'm gonna beat the brakes off you. And I'm liable to talk to you while I'm doing it the whole time because I want you to feel completely humiliated as a man that you talked yourself into this. I was humble. You feel me? And hey, I if it happened, I look forward to seeing it because I know what the outcome is gonna be. I know, bro, and I'm not giving bro the upper hand because that's my bro. Because I know this guy. I know him. He's chill. He ain't jumping behind the camera, hollering and hooting. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not disrespecting these guys. He's not taking shots at the Hispanic culture in which I see these dudes doing. You know what I'm saying? I caught the video that you did where the guy pointed out, oh, the blacks will throw their knife, but we'll stand there and get caught with it. Right, right. Now, I find that humorous being that I am a prisoner. I am on a level 4 prison yard. Seeing this idiot say some dumb shit like that, excuse my language, man. Excuse my language. I have my mom's watching this. I have my little sister, my little nephews, and all that. So I try to clean up my speech as much as I possibly can. But of course, my moms and them understand that I get passionate about some things, right? And sometimes a word or two will slip out, So no disrespect to my moms or anybody moms out there that may be tuned into this. But as a prisoner hearing this, bro, you feel me? Like it's comical, it's laughable because You have some of them. I'm not gonna say, oh, I can't put that stupidity on a whole race of people. You feel me? But you have some people that actually think like that, right? Oh, I'd rather get caught with it in my hand, fool. You know, after I stab this fool like 50 times, fool, I'll get caught with the knife, fool. Right? Well, what's the difference whether you get caught holding it or you after you put your work in with it, you throw it? Because you're still gonna be charged with the stabbing, whether it's in your hand or not. Take it from a guy that has been through it. I got caught with the knife on me and I've thrown it. See, the objective for a lot of us is to do something and not get caught. But if you get caught, then oh well, it is what it is, right? I've got caught for a good 95% of the things that I've done in prison or jail, period. I've described to y'all a lot of those cases on this channel, right? But for somebody to make themselves seem more superior because they would stand there like idiots holding a weapon that they just used to uh, attempt to take another man's life is stupid as hell, period. And you got to be some type of idiot to try to highlight out something like that. Like it gives you the upper hand, like it makes y'all more superior, you know, or more mightier, right, than the next person. Y'all have to really listen to some of the things that these dudes say, man. You feel me? And again, remember, you're dealing with ex-prisoners who was PC SNY, protective custody guys that jump behind the camera and say slighted racist type things, right? Because they have an audience. Them guys, they have a big audience. Unfortunately, they are PCs that was able to have success on YouTube audience wise, where they have the eyes and ears of people that hear that rhetoric, right? And think that it's the correct way of viewing situations when it's not. You feel me? I'm looking at these comments. J Dub say, I respect the way Chill's handling it. Of course, I do too. Big Kev Dog say, yup, Chill the homie, but about me, cuz I don't play like that. But I feel him. J Dub say, homie got class. Big Kev Dog say, Chill gonna whoop his ASS if it happened. I agree. Kev Dog say, we too old for that, I guess, WWE G homies. Kev Dog said, the truth hurt. Wizard said, too easy, brother. And J Dub say, I thought the whole point of doing crime is to get away with it. Exactly, bro. Who would be stupid enough to want to get caught? J Dub say, Dubs and Gunner don't speak for us, big dog. Oh, J Dub. Oh, I didn't know you was Hispanic. Okay, that's even better. That's even better. That's even better to have a representative of the Hispanics right here. You feel me? Now, hey, J Dub, I promise you, I know this. You feel me? If don't nobody else know this, if I don't know anything else, I understand politics. I understand just like you do. If you've been to prison or got homies that's been in prison, right? We don't entertain PCs, right? If you go to the hole, you know what I'm saying? And they are back there, they get no convo, period. Really, that's the only time where we're gonna have close proximity to a PC is in the hole. So when you go back there, there's no communication, there's no nothing. You feel me? Once it's established that you active, they are non-active. So there's no interactions, no communication, no nothing. You only deal with the people that's active, that's in the hole. So we don't pay them dudes no mind. They be back there woofing and talking all that stuff and this and that. I don't come out to attack the PC guys or the SNY guys, right? But what I will do is make it clear and understood that when they attack the general population, right, then I'm going to make it clear on, as a general population guy, where I stand on that, and that SNY 50/50s and PCs are one and the same. There's no difference because they're all together. They're not split up. They're not divided. There's no wall, 50/50 over here. I mean, the PCs over here, the general pop. No, they are intertwined together as one. They eat spreads together, in the kitchen together, the day room together. They share the different showers, the phones, all that. Could be in the cell together. You feel me? So, yeah, I don't come out to attack them dudes, but when they come out and they, you got people like Gunner and dubs like that, right? That say a lot of the racist things that they say, and they try to attack the homie Chill. It's comical. I let bro deal with that because he's established enough and grown enough, and he's his own man to be able to deal with that situation. However, I support my bro, point blank, period. I'm gonna always support bro. You feel me? So best believe, especially against these dudes. You feel me? Ex PC and SNY guys. You feel me? That's actually misleading. They are misleading people. They not doing nothing healthy for the community. Talking about, oh, why y'all trying to hold us to prison standards? I'm not part of this and part of that no more. But you make all these racist, slighted statements about y'all holding the knife and getting caught with it, and us putting in our work and throwing it. Stop playing. Stop playing. That won't be tolerated. Feel me? Big Kev Dog say, always with my people, homie, regardless. Yeah, man. You feel me? I stand with righteousness. I stand with righteousness, bro. If you're a righteous Hispanic, then I'm gonna stand with you. If you're pushing righteousness, hey, if you're a righteous white man pushing righteousness, I'm gonna stand with you. If you're a black man, you pushing righteousness, I'm definitely gonna stand with you. You feel me? But what I will always be racist against, no matter what color you are, is idiot. Idiot. See, up under that idiot umbrella, it falls a lot of different categories. A lot of people fall up under that idiot umbrella. And that's what I will always be racist against. You say idiotic things, you do idiotic things, I'm going to always be racist against that, period. Yeah, the buffoonery. Big Kev Dog, the buffoonery. Exactly. Straight the F up. You feel me? But yeah, man, I think I've held y'all up long enough, man. It's been a full hour that we've been able to get it in here at this round table. Now, look, if I pop back out, y'all better show up and come support the round table, man. You feel me? But if there's anything that y'all suggest, please jump in the comment section. After this live is done and over with, other than that, I might just jump back on and just be on with y'all on. I don't know. What bro say, I'm half Italian and half Mexican, bro. I I get the most racism from my own people, damn, than anyone else. Now that's a good topic. Hey, J-Dub, what you doing later? What you doing later, J-Dub? All right, Kev Dog. I don't know, man. I might do another live, probably around 5 something. You feel me? I might not come up with no topic or nothing. I might just come to hang out with y'all, man, and run these little watch hours up and engage with my round table family, man. You feel me? I don't really like to waste y'all time. I like to come with purpose. You feel me? And again, we are not abandoning our 525 video drop slot. You feel me? Trust and believe that that's not gonna happen. We're gonna keep that time slot popping. I've just been fortunate enough to be put in the position to do these lives. So, y'all still keep your eyes out for the 525 video slot drop, man. Feel me? But J-Dub, damn man, that's crazy, bro. You say you get most racist hatred from your own people because you're mixed. That's crazy. For sure, Big Kev dog. J-Dub say my whole life I'm not my own people being the hardest on me. Man, that's crazy. Is it because you mixed? That's crazy. But yeah, I'm finna get ready to get up out of here, man. Hopefully I'm able to drop another live to y'all later on around 5:30 or so, maybe 6. You feel me? But yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there. Thank you all, man, for joining the Swang Low Podcast Show. Thank you all for chiming in the chat. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Thank you all for the love and the support, the constant support. Thank y'all for understanding that we don't come here to glorify prison, jail, gangs, any of that stuff, man. We're not here for that. We here to give a whole completely different outlook, grown men and women type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man, and try to make sense of things. And whatever y'all jump in the chat and y'all on, man, that's what we gonna be on, man. You feel me? I'm gonna let my people, my roundtable family, dictate how that next live go that we do if we pop out tonight. You feel me? But also, let me say this: if I have to fulfill obligations within that time slot, then forgive me if I don't show up. But more than likely, I will be here with y'all. Feel me? But on that note, I'm finna get up out of here and let y'all get back to y'all day. Love and appreciate you all, man, for tapping in. Thank you all for showing the love again. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast. If you haven't already did it, make sure y'all hit the notification bell so when we drop these lives or we drop a premiere video, y'all be right there front center. You won't miss a beat. I promise you. You feel me? And it costs you nothing. On that note, I'm going to get up out of here. Love and appreciate you all. To the next time we meet at this round table, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. I love all y'all. Triple gang.